Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this Monday morning. So we're doing a 30-minute cardio and core workout. I know that Friday, a lot of people found that the Pilates was challenging for balance. So I find that in this workout, it's a little bit easier in the sense that I have a little bit more speed, and so balance becomes a little bit easier. Now I try to make you engage your entire body when we're doing the movement, so that balance is actually gets better. So the more of your muscles that are engaged, the better your balance is. It's not just happening in your feet. So we'll keep working on that and getting that balance better and better every day. So we're going to use a chair for some assistance for some of the exercise as an option. So you can have it close by. You might use it, you might not, so just have it ready close by. Just a reminder, I'm barefoot, but I'm on a 2-inch foam mat. If you have your yoga mat there, you can do it bare feet, have no impact variation. If you're going to start jumping around though, I recommend that you put your shoes on and we'll get going. So we'll do a little warm up, feet under your hips, and you're just going to gently lift one foot up and let's bring it down. I just want you to move your feet so you're kind of stretching things out a little bit. So just alternating. We're going to find our balance on one leg, so let's work on that here. So you're going to unlock your knee that you're standing on, so your right knee. You're going to lengthen your core here so your hips are even. So I don't want to hike it up, but I don't want to let it drop. So pull up and then lift this knee up a little bit. Then open, slide it together. So watch your shoulders as you're doing this here and where your eyes are looking. So want your eyes a little bit higher than your eye level. And then engaging your core in lifting out of your hips gently. One more. And let's put it down. Unlock the knee you're standing on, up nice and tall. Let's lift, open, together, just moving into that hip joint. So remember to do what you can for today. So as we're doing this little movement here, if you're finding that your hips are unhappy, then just take the movements a little slower. Just let your body time to warm up, wake up. And bonjour, Kevin. So feet a little wider than your hips. We're going to lift our arms up. I want you to relax your shoulders. Now I want you to lengthen your core. Rotate one shoulder forward, the other one back. Just nice and easy. Just a little tiny movement. One more. And then we're going to rotate one arm forward, the other one back. And then you're going to stay here for a second. I want you to relax those shoulders in that position. Lighten your core, look over the arm that's rotated back. And then reach with both arms to each side. Maybe rotating a little bit more if your shoulder lets you. Let's go on the other side. So nice and slow, rotate, lengthen, reach, center. One more time per side. And last one. Let's bring it back to center. Let's rotate our wrists. And the other direction. Good, let's bring your arms down. Move your shoulders. Just relax them. And the other direction. Last one. All right, feet under your hips. You're going to take one foot in front of the other so that the heel and the toes are in line. Make sure you're at least hip width apart, so we don't want to be here. So hip width apart, and if you're like, my balance was a little iffy today, open that foot a tiny bit more. Sit on that back leg, and then come on up. Lengthen your core, moving your weight forward on your toes. Stay on your big toes, so watch your ankles that they don't wobble out. This is making me lose my balance just because things are not in line. Now push those heels down, press, press, then relax. Let's sit back over that heel and switch leg. So the leg that was in front goes to the back. Let's sit back over the heel and then pull up, moving your weight forward and a little bit more. And let's press it down. Good. And good morning, Rita. And then sit back over your back heel. Good. Let's come on up and relax. Shake it out. We're going to do a little bit of things going. So feet under your hips, you're gonna tap out to the side. Now here, I want you to press in the heel that's in the middle. Push in that heel, so you're gonna start feeling your glutes a little bit. Good, let's add our arms. So up. Now if you're feeling those shoulders that they start to tense, keep your arms a little lower. Focus on the shoulders, keeping them down. And then lift the arms higher if that works. You're pressing into the heel that is in the middle, just tapping the toes on each side. Just a few more. So I've got a circuit today. We're doing 50 seconds of each exercise with a little 10-second transition in between. I have 5 exercises. We're doing that 3 times. Good, last one. All right, let's stand next to the chair. Couple fingers on it, or you can skip the chair if you want. You're gonna unlock your left knee, straighten your right leg to the front, to the side, sorry. Flex your foot. I want you to just press. We're gonna do 5, just waking up the glutes a little bit more. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay here, open that leg. So just opening the leg, I'm not dropping the hip. So you're here, and then you just rotate. Press back. 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. Other leg, unlock the knee you're standing on, straighten out to the side. Flex your foot, pull out of the hip, press back. Hips are staying even. No pressure into the low back. 4, 5. Rotate your toes out, but you're pressing back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So I'm going to show you all the exercise, and we did it together. The first round, I'm going to take it a little bit slower so we can perfect each exercise, and we'll increase the speed after. So we're going to go up on our toes, a little balance today. So you're going to have your feet under your hips, and you're going to lift up on your toes. When you're lifting up, I want you to focus on those ankles. So you're going to only lift up to where they'll let you go. If you feel this happening, bring it down. We're going to go up with our arms. And then we're going to bring it down, press into those heels, send the hips back, bring the arms next to us. And pressing up. And bringing it back. Okay, so 50 seconds of that. Just a little warm up. We're going to go with the breathing as well. I'm going to remind you about that pelvic floor and trying to get your core going. Then we're doing a lunge twist. So we got our feet open to each side, kind of almost in a plie position. We're going to lift one foot up, go into our toes. Bring it down into a lunge. No pain in that knee. So when you're going into that lunge, press into that front heel to keep that leg in line. Center, rotate. Center, rotate. We're going to add the arms. So center, rotate. Center, rotate. Center. Okay, and then we're going into a plank jack. So here you have the option to go on the chair. So hands are going to be right under your shoulders into a nice plank position. And you're going to open and close, or you're going to jump them. Now keep those shoulders stacked over your hands. You can also go on your elbows here. Again, shoulders are stacked over your elbows. We're not going this way because that would be pushing the chair. So you can use the chair or go on the floor onto a high plank and then open, close. Now watch, your legs are going to have a tendency to walk forward. So you want that nice plank. I'm going to remind you to keep your eyes just in front here to maintain that nice plank position. We're going to come up. So there's shoulders in there today, but that's your entire back too, so it's part of your core. And then we're going to go alternating high knees. So nice and wide. 2, 3, 4. Butt kicks. 1, 2, 3. So I'm showing you the butt kicks. I want your knee aiming for the floor. You're already lifting your knee up in the other one. Now I want the knee down, kicking back. We're going to add the arms. So arm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kicking back, pulling back. 2, 3, 4. Into a dolphin. Dolphin is on the floor. You're going to have the options to go on your knees and really a nice variation would be another joint in between there, but we'll go with the knees and the toes. Elbows underneath your shoulders. And you're going to go into a low plank here. You're going to walk those feet up, and then I want you to slide your chin towards your hands, going into a plank, and then slide the hips back up. So you're sliding forward, you're using your abs here. Imagine somebody pulling your hips up towards that upper corner and down. Now if that doesn't work, stay on your knees, just go into that plank and work on that movement with your shoulders, sliding back and forward. So, any question? We have a big crowd today. I have 7 people watching. This is awesome. So if you have any questions, send me a note in the YouTube chat, or I have the workout one open in Messenger. So any modification that I did not think of giving you this morning, if you have any issues, please send me a note and we'll get going. So the first one, again, we're just gonna find out how each exercise plays out and what we're doing for modification. So feet under your hips. We're gonna start here going up on our toes. So we're gonna inhale, coming up. Good, bringing it down. Perfect, and up. And pressing down. Good, and up. Pressing it down. Good, press into those heels, squeeze your glutes up. Bring it down, press into the heels. Up on your toes. So my arms are moving fast. I'm not using momentum though, so you're pressing into those heels, moving your arms with a little resistance like you're pulling on elastics, and pressing it down. And just come up to neutral. Relax your shoulders into that lunge twist. So toes are open to the corners of your space. Feet are nice and wide. We're gonna lift the foot up, going on our toes. Engage the glute here. Engage the hip. Bring it down. Center. Over. Squeeze the glute here. Center. So I want you to engage your abs. Pull yourself down. We're not letting it sink here. So you're engaging. Now, let's add the arms. Center. Up, center, up. Squeeze the glute. Don't forget your glute here. You're going to maintain that hip stability. Adding the arms up adds a little bit extra for your core. You're going to breathe out as you're rotating into center. Breathe out, center. Abs in, breathe out, center. Last one. All right, let's bring it into our plank jack. So remember, elbows or hands on the chair or hands on the floor. You're gonna stack those shoulders and you can walk your feet out, out, in. Alternate your feet. Eyes are in front of your hands so that you're not looking at your toes here because your back would be all curved, and you're not looking at the wall in front because you would be squeezing your neck. You can jump those. Like a jumping jacks, put you into that plank position. Breathe. Keep your eyes in front. Okay, so I know those are long. You're halfway through that one. In my opinion, this is the hardest one. We need a hard one in there. All right, it's almost over. We've got 10 more seconds. Keep your eyes in front of you on the floor. Good, knees down, come on up. Butt kicks and high knees. So we start, with high knees first, so nice and wide. Bringing the knee in diagonally and go. So up, up. So you're transferring your weight. Make sure you're putting toes below the foot heel and you're using your full foot. Then lift the knees. I'm not crunching here. Upper body nice and tall. Let's add the arms. 2, 3, 4. Butt kick for 4, 2, 3, 4. And eye knees. 1, 2. My French braid took over. And back. Pull. 2, 3, 4. Front. 3, 4, to the back, pull, 2. Now make sure you're not sticking that chest out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Abs are engaged, pull, 2, 3, last one. Good, into a dolphin, so onto the floor, on your elbows, either on your knees or on your toes. Hands are on the floor, walk your toes in so you have a little V. You're gonna slide forward and press the hips back. Think about your abs pulling you up. So you're gonna inhale as you lower, exhale, press up. Pull those abs towards the wall behind. Inhale as you lower, exhale, pelvic floor in. Breathe out, inhale down. We're more than halfway through. This is a slow movement. Take your time for this one. So you can go on your knees. And we got one more. Breathing out as you're pressing up. And let's lower, knees down. And you did it. The first round is over. So grab some water, walk around, and we're going to go into round 2. So if you have any issues, so if your shoulders are unhappy when we're doing the plank jacks or the dolphins, so do the plank jacks on your hands. Now make sure that you're not pushing the shoulders like this. So if I'm in a plank, I don't want this to happen. So I'm going to engage here and kind of open the shoulders a little bit if you're feeling any squeezing there, to kind of try to relieve that. And go on your forearms as needed for the plank jack. On the chair, the more inclined you are, the better. If you have steps close to you, and you can go higher. You can go on like the 3rd step or something like that and put your hands on the 3rd step and do those walking. Okay. Let's go into round 2. I'm going to increase the speed. Do not compromise your form for the speed. All right. So on our toes to that little balance, feet under your hips. All right, let's inhale. Next exhale, up on your toes, arms up. Inhale down. Press into those heels, squeeze your glutes. Exhale. Look up in front when you're going up. Press into those heels. When you're exhaling, think about that pelvic floor in. Now if you got it confused and you're exhaling when I say that, hey now, no worries. We don't have a big weight here. Press into those heels as you're lowering. Just keep breathing. And when you're exhaling, think about that pelvic floor. Because sometimes I'll make you breathe out as we're lowering, depending what we do with our arms. And breathe out. And bring it down, relax, shake it out. Lunge twist. So let's open up the feet. And we're going to rotate. So I want you to lift up your toes, your foot, and rotate, toes down. Squeeze the glute, pull it down. Center, over, center. So a little bit faster here. Center. Make sure you're squeezing the glute when you're going into that lunge so that you're not overarching here. So this whole area is nice and strong. When you're going down, press into those heels in the center. So it's not a big squat in the center. I'm just bending the knees a little bit. Again, don't push through any knee pain. Keep it higher if the knees are unhappy. Last one. All right, plank jacks on the floor or on the chair. So here into a plank. Make sure the shoulders are not caving in. And so if you have to be on your knees for a plank, then go on the chair for this one. That's open, close. Eyes are in front of the chair or in front of your hands. Use what you have. So if there's a table close to you or a dresser, then that's better. then go on the dresser. It's just gonna be a little bit more inclined. So here, and that's okay. 20 seconds. Again, this one is the hardest. Make sure you're not traveling back, that your shoulders are stacked over your hands. 5 seconds. And bring it in, relax those shoulders, relax your wrist. We're gonna go into 4 alternating high knees and butt kicks. So nice wide legs, hand to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna pull on elastics here. Pull, pull, pull to the back. Pull it back. Elbows are going down and back. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's speed it up a little bit. 2, 3, 4. Front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax those shoulders before we go into our dolphins. On the chair or on the floor here. On your knees or on your toes. And let's press it back and forward. So make sure that your hips are going straight up. You're gonna breathe out as you're pressing up. Back into that plank. Not looking for speed here. The weight is not all into your arms. If you're using your abs to press up towards the upper corner, it's gonna help your shoulders. Breathe out, pressing up. And breathing out, pressing up. It's almost over. You're sliding your nose between your hands, then looking kind of at your toes or the floor, then looking at in front of your hands. Hand knees down, and you're almost done. There's only one more round to do. Grab some water. Okay. So for the squat, today I know so the last round, I said you're gonna breathe out as you're pressing up. The going down, because we're controlling, is almost as hard as the pressing up. You have to move your whole body weight here, pushing up. So it is a little harder than pulling down. But I just want you to make sure you're breathing. So if you're realizing that you're breathing out when I tell you to breathe in today, for the squats, don't worry about it. Just think about that pelvic floor drawing in when you are breathing out. All right, grab some water. And so engaging, I refer to the pelvic floor often. I mentioned it at Pilates. Engaging the pelvic floor is like that little muscle, what's big muscle, but that those muscles are going to engage and help you engage the rest of your core. And it's kind of like the little reaction is going to send the message to the rest of your muscles so that they hopefully all engage to help you with your balance. All right, one more round and then it's over. 5 minutes. Feet in line with your hips. And we're going to go up on your toes. Watch your ankles. Let's breathe in, breathe out. On your toes, lift your arms. Breathing in, press into your heels. Squeeze the glutes. Eyes in front. Watch that you're not just looking in front here. Lifting up, breathe out. Pelvic floor in. Breathing in, press into your heels. Don't just let your heels drop when you're coming down. Press them down. Breathe out, lift. Breathing in, press those heels down, squeeze the glutes. Breathe out, lift. Pelvic floor in, lengthen, looking up in front of you. Breathing in, pressing into your heels. So you're nice and solid, your knees are not wobbling. Ankles are nice and solid. Go to where you can. And just come on up And those are over. Relax your shoulders, feet a little bit wider. No pain in your knees here, keep them higher if that happens. So I want you to really use your glutes as you're twisting. Keep the lunge here if the knees are unhappy. As you squeeze the glute here, so center, arms up, up, up. So I'm going a little lower into the lunge. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes. Listen to your body. Go to where you can, but there's no pain. So everything is working here. Abs are engaged. You bring your arms up, so you have to work a little bit harder. It's going to increase your cardio. Make sure you're placing the front foot fully on the floor. Press into that heel. Last one. All right, so relax those shoulders, relax your neck. We're going to the plank jack on the chair or on the floor into that nice plank position or on your elbows on the chair and open, close. So you can walk them. Doesn't mean that because you jumped them before that you have to. You do what you can for today. Keep your eyes in front, stack the shoulders. No pain in your back. If you're feeling a little pinch in your back, modify those. Walk them, go up on the chair. Breathe here. Eyes are in front. You're not breaking your neck. You're landing nice and soft. Make sure you're not banging the floor with your toes. It's almost over. There's going to be no more plank jacks all week. I promise. 5 seconds. Good, and knees down, and relax those shoulders, come on up. All right, feet a little wider, and we're gonna go for 4. Arm up, and let's press. 1, 2, 3, 4, to the back, pull, 2, 4, front, 1, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, 4, front, 2, 4, back, 1, 4, front, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 4, front, 2, 4, back, 2, 4, front, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, 4, front, 2, back, 1, 3, 4, last one, 2, 3, 4, and relax those hands. We're going into dolphins. I know it's a tough one after those. So on the floor into that low plank, walk your toes in and sliding forward, pressing it back. Remember, you can go on your knees. So if you're feeling pain in your neck or shoulders, drop it to your knees. Same with your back. Don't push through that. Listen to your body. I know it's really easy on your knees. Then work on that movement and your breathing. Engaging those abs as you're pressing back. Pelvic floor in. Breathing into center. Breathing out, pressing back. It gets really warm here with our head down. I know it's almost over. And knees down, and you did it. Great job, everybody. We're going to do a little stretch. So if you stand up and relax your shoulders, grab some water. So I sent a little stretch video on Friday. Feel free to do that anytime you feel you need it. And I know I did it on Friday because I was supposed to teach a private class, and I always do about 15 minutes of those movements at the end. And then that private class, it didn't happen. And I needed that stretch too. So I thought, well, why not? I'm sure I'm not the only one who needs it. So let's do a little video. Feet a little wider than your hips. And you're going to think up, pulling yourself down. You're going to give me a little tuck under here. Relax your shoulders. Keep your eyes on the floor. Palms towards me. You're just going to gently lift up behind you. relax your shoulder. Rotating your shoulder joint, gently bring it forward. So I do that little sequence that I shared every day basically. Relax your shoulders. Weight forward on your feet, gently open up the chest. It always feels great. Extend your hands. So a variation of that anyways, because we did it with the chair. So relax your shoulders. Good, let's put our feet underneath our hips. You're gonna take your right leg back and you're gonna engage a little bit here. Gently pulling it down, nice little stretch here. Bring it up, heel down, hips up, lunging forward. Bend the back knee. Release the stretch up on your toes. Tucking under, pulling it down. Pressing it back, relax, hips up, lunging forward. Little bend. Good, and release. Let's bring it together, left leg back. You're up on your toes in the back, hip width apart, tucking under, pulling that knee down. Let's press it back, hips up, lunging forward gently. Don't push the stretch, just go to where you barely feel it. Little bend in the back knee. Release the stretch, up on your toes, tucking under, pulling down. Pressing it back, release, hips up, lunging forward. Release, little bend into that back knee. And let's bring it back to center and relax your legs. Feel a little wider than your hips. Bend the knee. Give me some little circles here. Keep your eyes on the floor. Let's circle the other direction. Relax your hips, your neck. Good. And gently drop your chin towards your chest. Give me a little roll to one side. Back to center. A little roll to the other side. And back to center and up. Thank you for joining me this Monday morning in such great number. I hope you enjoyed the workout, and don't hesitate if you have any questions, just ask, send me an email or a note in the messenger. Have a great Monday, everyone.